I have found something on Facebook Marketplace. Well, two things actually. First up, bag of paints. Okay, let's go pick it up. It's actually an hour and a half away. I hope this is good. Okay, got the bag. I just had a little peek and there was supposed to be a roller in there. I think they removed it. Next, we have somewhere else to go. Okay, let's do it. Bags acquired, but are they actually any good? Let's find out. First up, we have bag of paints. This is one of the photos and this is the other one. So it's a mystery for both of us. There was a roller. We'll reveal the prices at the end, but have a little guess as you go along how much you think it might be worth and how much you think I might spend. Oh, that's an exciting one. What is this? That is very bright. We have a big tube of Amsterdam acrylic in ultramarine. I do actually have a little tube. I got that for the advent calendar I did. It was a bit of a disaster, but that tube of paint was pretty good. That doesn't really look like it's been opened before. Number one is a win. Oh, blind reveal. Oh, now these are weird. I wasn't familiar with the brand, but I think some of them say fabric paint. Should we reach them all out? It says Tulip. I don't know the brand. Multi-surfaces, but I did notice that some of them said something else. Oh, here's another one. Yeah, see, this one is fabric paint. Oh, here's another one. Oh, that looks different. Tulip Slick and a blue. I think this is most of them. I've never actually used fabric paint. When I painted Cupid and turned Cupid into Rapunzel, I actually used fabric medium. Kind of thought it'd be more efficient because then you can just use regular acrylics rather than these where of course they are the set color. Are they supposed to be a bit lumpy? Maybe they are thicker. Well, it seems to come out okay. It just looks a bit odd, but that might just be what fabric paint looks like. Honestly though, can't complain about the color choices. That is perfect. What's next? Oh, this is the red that I saw. Yes, this is another one of the acrylics by Amsterdam. Nap Full red medium. It could just be clean, but that looks like pretty new to me. Okay, I did notice that there were also some cheaper ones. Of course, that can often be the problem with Facebook Marketplace. Something like this, Art and Craft, literally that is supposedly the brand. They're not really going to be able to sell it, so often people will throw in a bunch of other stuff with the actual branded stuff just so it's a job lot and it can actually get sold. TJM. Is that like TK Maxx, but TJ Maxx? So this one's been used. I cannot smell anything. Don't know why it's so black. Very strange. And I'm guessing something like this, Mysterious Blue Paint, is gonna be, yeah, is the works. It's literally just a cheap blue paint. It does the job though. I wouldn't create a masterpiece with them, but for a sketchbook or an art prompt book or something like the Daily Doodle Diary where you want to create quite quickly, they're fine, they'll work. I mean, there's quite a few of them. I'm gonna reach in and grab the ones I think they are. White Wilko's acrylic paint. Yep, it is what it is. It's fine. I went for the haul mostly for those. And we also have a yellow. Again, that is the works. It's a very similar colour. That looks quite warm for a lemon yellow. Pesco metallic paint. Yeah. I've actually been looking for a while on Facebook Marketplace and this one caught my eye because of those brands and the price. You'll see. Oh, do you see those? Okay, this is the big part. Look at these white ones. Are actually system-free Daler Rowney acrylics. Daler Rowney is pretty cheap here though because it's made in the UK. I don't know how much they'd cost somewhere else, but I know that they're a good brand. Ooh. Oh, well, it looks alive. Still smells of nothing. Everything smells of nothing. My nose doesn't work. Why do I try? We have quite a few of those. Cadmium orange. How big are they? 75 mils, so it's pretty good. Ooh, yep, absolutely fine. We got... Oh, I thought it was brown. It's a cadmium red deep. Again, they're all absolutely fine and they do seem quite full. Maybe the person just wasn't really feeling acrylics anymore. Cerulean? Is that a colour? I've never heard of that before. Like cerulean with extra steps. Again, it's pretty full. Like that is like 80%, it looks like. And they're really fancy tubes as well, aren't they? Ah, the lid broke. Literally just as I was saying they're fancy tubes. We might have to tape it. Oh, that looks like a pink. No, I'm sure there's, yeah, there is a pink. Processed magenta, which is similar to like print ink, and cadmium yellow. I'm a little bit scared to open them, but they look pretty full. Oh, maybe one more. Oh, a processed cyan. I was gonna say maybe they got a small set and then maybe they got those separate, but what do I know? Okay, what else have we got? A cheap burnt umber. Yep, it is art and craft. So it's probably just any generic stationery shop. Same again, that is the works. I don't know where we're gonna store all of these big tubes. That's something I hadn't really thought about. Oh, this is Daler Rowney. System Free Original Fluorescent Green Sample. Do you see that? I wonder if either they worked in an art store or knew someone that did. To have a sample like this. What if this is like the sample tube and then they put them in like little pots and gave them out that way? Yeah, maybe they worked in an art store. Don't know. But we have a fluorescent green and it's pretty full. Oh, what is this? Kind of goes with the theory. It's a system-free heavy body Daler Rowney free sample in process cyan. Where are they getting these free samples from? I never get free samples of paint. I'd so have that. Oh, it looks like we've got another one of those big ones. I don't know. They're still very full, right? I'm trying to figure out what's going on here and I have no clue. Anyone have any ideas? Artist Lascaux. I think that's a brand, isn't it? I think I recognize it, kind of. Ultramarine. Oh, it's a free sample. This is a big free sample. This is 15 mils. Where are they getting them? I've never got an actual tube like this for free. Should we try and open it? Oh, that is pretty. I wonder if it is a fancy one. I apologize if you know and I don't. That looks like another Daler Rowney. Did they change their packaging? Or is this just what the big ones look like? Oh, it is 150, so it's quite a bit bigger. It's a processed black. It's quite full though. Oh, there's another little one. Lascaux. I need to Google it. I might be missing something here. Am I too poor to know? Lascaux. Am I butchering the name? Probably. Why do I have no internet? Lascaux. It's a cave. That's not what I mean. Okay, well it is sold on Jackson's Art. Let's have a look-see because that looks relatively simple. Obviously it is the acrylic version. The acrylic version of this paint, which is 30 mils, is £6. This one is gouache though, and it's ultramarine. Again, a free sample, a 30 mil free sample. Where are they getting them? Is it brand new? I think it is brand new. I think maybe that's the bit that gets cut, isn't it? That should be absolutely fine. Surely. Oh, look at the size of that. Amsterdam Extra Heavy Gel Medium in Gloss. This is a big one. I've actually never seen it as a tube. I thought they came as tubs. I swear I've never seen a tube like this. It looks good. I've never used this before. The way that I understand is I think it's used to like add texture, like on a canvas, make it a bit more 3D. Although they've said about it being transparent, so I don't know. Maybe they like mix it with acrylic? I don't know. It's a good brand. Oh, I guess Amsterdam is Royal Talons. Maybe they're just trying to be fancy. Maybe it's all a ruse. Is that another Daler Rowney? Jolly good. We have a white. Oh, there's a couple of little weird ones in here as well. Oh, that is Winsor & Newton. Napfol Red. We already had that, didn't we? Yeah, this one. This is so cute. It's like the size of a watercolor tube, but it's really odd seeing it as acrylic. What is that? That's got to be a free sample, right? Diamond watercolors. White. Okay. We have a random white watercolor tube. I have not heard of them before. And it's actually metal, so it's like you're supposed to use a knife and cut through the metal. That is so weird. There's another big one. Just a random green. It doesn't feel super full. Azo Yellow Medium. I feel like they might be samples, or they're just very small. I don't know. So we've got a red and a yellow. There are a lot of primaries going on here. Spectra Color Yellow Ochre. Oh, it does feel thick. That is completely full. Oh, they normally make oil colors. That's weird that that's kind of been left on. It's definitely acrylic though. It does say it. There's a few left in this bag. First up, we have another little sample of Daler Rowney. I don't know how big that is, but that feels smaller than the one that I got in the advent calendar, which seems to make a lot more sense. And then, it's a watercolor. I saw there was something Rembrandt, so I kind of hoped there'd be a bit more, but it is just this one. Cobalt Blue. That's an expensive one. Looks pretty full, and I'm actually running low on Cobalt Blue, so that's a really, really good one. And finally, the last one is oil color? What? Ivory Black, Winsor & Newton, oil color. Why do we have one black oil paint? What's going on here? Am I missing something? Is there a way to use them in combination? Oh, that's so strange. We just got one random oil. I was thinking about getting the water soluble one, so it's not super helpful. It's everything we got from the first bag of paint. Quite a few of the Daler Rowney System Frees, all of these. A couple of Amsterdams, a couple of fabric paints, don't know when I'm gonna use these, but they're the right colors. Some cheaper own brand pieces that can be used for like a canvas or a sketchbook or something. Gel medium is a really good find, and this watercolor might have just topped it for me. This is amazing. Not really sure about the samples, but I think these are quite fancy brands. To get one random gouache and a random watercolor, there's so much blue going on here. They're both ultramarine. Why is there so much ultramarine? I don't know. What do we think? The gel medium, the watercolor, the Amsterdam, the Daler Rowney. There's a lot of really good pieces here. Okay, time for the reveal. How much did this cost? £3 plus a couple of hours of petrol. But I think we got a pretty good deal here, right? Yes, for £3, yes. It's an odd collection. I do feel like maybe they did work in an art supply store. If you have any theories, pop them below. That's my theory. Pop them all to one side because we have a second bag. And this one has a different theme. This bag is lots of colouring pens. It was free and left outside their house, so I don't know what the quality is going to be. There are some brands in here, and if they work, it might have been worth it. Is Facebook Marketplace a good place to shop for art supplies? I guess we'll find out. I have a sketchbook because whether or not it was worth it really depends on if the pens work. I'm going to warn you now, they look a bit messy. Oh, I remember these. The little Stabilo fine liners, I had these in middle school. Oh, should we grab them all? They are a bit messy. I never usually find things like this near my house. Color-wise, we haven't got a black, so I'm guessing this isn't a full set. Okay, to be honest, my partner's already cleaned these up. So this is the clean version. I'm gonna say that graphite is pretty solid in there. That's not coming off. Pink. Oh no. Starting off strong, it doesn't look like, yeah, it's not been clicked in. Okay. Should we make like a flower? Yeah, okay, it's not the best start. Yep, definitely doesn't work. Yellow. Can we continue the flower? Borderline kind of works. Put it in the kind of pile. Maybe we could have some stems. Oh, that looks more like blue. This is like a peach. Ah, yeah, this works. He must have not been a fan of this color. Green. Not a huge fan of green. You know what though? It looks like they weren't. Oh, maybe they were. No, it's kind of falling apart, actually. That is a no, because it's bending every single time I'm using it. Oh, maybe we'll do like a blue pot for it to sit in. Oh, this looks terrible. It's just whether it will actually last for the entire sketch. Last one of these is red. Maybe like a little red flower here. It's a little bit weird. Okay, so far we have 4 in the kind of, 3 in the yes, and 2 in the no. Do with that what you will. Oh, that's a lot of Sharpies. That'd be really cool if some of these do work. Oh, what is that? Have you ever seen a Sharpie like that? Oh, it's a fine point. I knew it was different. Okay, let's grab all of these. Oh, that is a lovely blue if that works. These are all the Sharpies. There are a lot of Sharpies. 5 to 6 to 7, 30. Maybe it's 2 full sets then. Let's start with a black. Apparently, a super interesting color to get in an advent calendar. Why does it look like that? Why is it so squished? What has this Sharpie been through? What has it seen in its life? It works. Maybe I'm just insulting a Sharpie and it meant to look like that. I thought they were pointier than that. Flower on this one. We're just testing them at this point, okay? Don't judge the art. There's this one, it's kind of neon. Oh, that one's lovely. It actually has like a flow to it. Like all of these colors I've never actually had, even though it's probably intended for a child. I've only ever had black. So if they work, this is a new art supply. Like they do look pretty questionable, but they work. So this is why we shouldn't judge things until we've actually tried them. That works. So far they've all been yeses. That 100% works. Maybe they weren't a fan of Sharpies. Ah, now for one of these little weird ones. Oh, it's a fine liner. Alcohol fine liner. Does that mean you'd be writing with it and it goes through the page? Because that wouldn't be super helpful, would it? It's time. Let's test out this lovely blue just to see if it actually looks like it. Oh, that's sad. Green. Maybe not. I think this is a no. Oh no, it does say fine point on it, so maybe it just has been used. Does it work? Oh, well, it's texture, but I don't think it can go in the yes pile just because it's texture. Oh, grey. I think it's okay. We have one Sharpie in the kind of section and one that doesn't work. Next, what is that? A little ice cream tower? Ooh, little highlighters. Do you know what? I'm sure they intended for a child to come and pick up these pens. And then there's me rocking up because I saw mild liners in there. They smell. Honestly, that smells sweet. Oh no, that one doesn't. Maybe this one's lost its smell. Oh, that is very green. Don't know what's happened to this one. Is there a way we can remove it? Does it still work? Shrink the tower. What about yellow? Yellow might have seen better days too. Why is it so lumpy? I'm gonna look so silly creating all of this though in a video. Next. What is that? Are there any more? No. Hawaii. What is that? Random pink? Oh, that looks purple. Honestly, I want to say it's like a Sharpie, but water-based. That's kind of what it feels like. There's another mysterious green one. Oh, there are others. There we go. We'll grab those. Green works. Pink works. Shall we reach for the mild liners? They're the ones I'm most excited for. Mild liners are expensive. Yeah, that's everything. That's a good handful. 10, 11, 12. They have seen better days, but we're not going to judge them. Not yet. This is tragic. I guess maybe they were just selling a bunch of pens because they didn't know what worked and what didn't. And it was just the easiest way to get rid of it. This is taking quite a bit of time testing each of the pens. I can see why you wouldn't want to. I'm not sure about this pink. It's like a mustard. Oh, this is so tragic. Got a few more left. Purple. Oh, maybe we'll add some stripes on this side. Oh, that is very bright. I thought it would be a bit more muted considering that's the lid. Mild liners. As long as we don't judge the packaging and the fact that quite a few of them have had their part ripped off. One is kind of and one is a no. They're just pastel highlighters, but they're a lot of fun. Oh, and speaking of fun, if you're enjoying this video, why don't you give it a like and subscribe? Maybe hit that little bell icon on the notifications. New videos every Thursday and Sunday, so you don't want to miss them. What are these? The white ones. Is this like an ocean set? Ede buja muchas sonrisas. Puras color amistad. Tu me sachas los colors. Butchering this Spanish or Portuguese. I am truly ruining it. I'm sorry. We've got a white. Oh, maybe it's pink. Oh, that's different. This one is a Crayola Super Tips. It's a junky Crayola. That's good. A bit sad. Maybe they got it on holiday. Who knows why their journey has ended like this. But it works. Oh, that one's a no. 4 in the maybe section, 2 in the nope. Oh, those are calligraphy pens. Oh, they're not just calligraphy brush pens. These are actually manuscript. Okay, that one's not holding up too well. You know what? I'm gonna change my theory. Considering we have Sharpies, mild liners, and manuscript pens, I think it came from a journaler. Maybe they did it as a hobby and then gave the supplies to their children and maybe got out of it. They're fancy. I don't really have similar sized open sketchbooks, so I've got Paula's colouring book. This is Creative Paula on YouTube. All of these are from the 1 hour art challenge. If you haven't checked it out, it's in the playlist below. Now, what are these? A bit destroyed. Fine line is a bit dead. Oh, do you know what? That has a lot of ink though. I think you can tell it's fancy. Technically, it's probably a kind of, but it's actually sort of blending. So I'm gonna put it in the yes. Oh no, these poor pens, they have gone through it. The ink itself is working. It's just that the tips are so frayed. I think it'd be really difficult to use them. The way that it blends into itself, this one is not doing that. Oh, the poor little things. Oh no. I wonder if you can cut it off. Like maybe the extra parts, is that something we could do? Does it work? No. Oh, they've all been through it. Lastly, we have a set of whatever these are. That's the bag done. Tink. One end isn't filling me with hope. I don't even know where to begin. This is what it looks like. I think that might be a no as well. We're never gonna make this picture blue. Poor Paula, I'm just destroying her colouring book. It looks like that. Final pen. It doesn't fill me with hope. Yay. So that final set is a big flop. This is the kind of pile. This is the yes pile. And these are all of the no's. Facebook Marketplace is a bit of an experience and you do need to go on frequently and just have a little look and see if you can find something. But this was a success. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing everything. I'll meet you back here in a few days' time with a new video. Bye bye.